Hello everybody, welcome to PSGL F1 here for round 3 at the Circuit Paul Ricard for the French Grand Prix. I'm your commentator Owen Wyatt, welcome along everybody. And yeah, full grid. Good to be back after being ill last week. Trust me, you did not want to hear me last week, it was bad. But back, ready to go. Not 100% like, but listen, you gotta be ready, haven't you? So, Onyx is the first one out of the pits, so we will follow him on for his lap. He's still curious. He got the Halloween pumpkin helmet. I would have got rid of that by now. You know, come on, but So into turn 1, it's only going to be sort of a... Oh, someone's hit that bollard on the exit. It's going to be just a banker, this one, from Onyx. That's why a few people are right there on the hards. No point really going fully for on the first lap here. I'm expecting it to be soft to medium or soft to hard today. Soft to medium is very much possible. Especially with these guys being top tier. But I don't be surprised if people going soft to hard just to try and be... Yeah... safe. Right, let's see everyone in the chat. Feel free to be chatting away. I'll be very happy to have a wee chit chat with everybody in the qualifying session, as I normally do. Like I say, we don't really get the proper laps in until really the end. It's been a decent enough lap from Onyx. He's been doing the lines, he's been practicing his way around there, maybe a few errors in there, but as long as he doesn't qualify last, you know, we'll be all good. Co-commentator not needed. Sorry, no co-commentators. I am alone, solo, and we're gonna do bits. Right, I wanna find Louis. I know he's only on the hards, but you know he could still go quick. Lambo's also out there. Amir as well on the hards. I don't know why people are out on the hards, honestly, unless it's just a completely waste a set of tires. But yeah, Ash best goes top on the softs. Let's see what Louis can do on the hards. This will give us a good indication to see how quick he's going to be later on. Now, I'd noticed that Aaron Collingwood had issues earlier, but he has got back. He's out on an outlap now. And Louis under a second behind on those tires. Not too bad. Lambo goes top. Here's Blizzard. He's in the first sector, or just at the end of the first sector, onto the first of his DRS zones. As you can see, rear wing open. You can see it in mirrors, because of course we can't look back, because you know that would be really convenient, people, as Lee goes fastest into the 1:29s. This is looking neat and tidy from Blizzard. A bit of a corner cut, but I think you can get away with it there. It's really all about corner cutting as much as humanly possible without getting into trouble, because you can really do a lot of damage down here. It's quite farcical in some aspects, but they're getting away with it. Nothing really we can do about that, of course. But who's complaining? Who's complaining? If we're gonna get better, more aggressive laps and more aggressive racing, then I'm all for it, I guess. And I'm sure no one else is up for it. I'm sure the stewards are not for it. But here we go into the last hairpin. Blizzard's gonna possibly run out of ARS, we'll see. Will goes fastest. And Blizzard beats him by 3/10 of a second. So we're getting close to 1:28 already. Here's Lakitu. Invalid. So he somehow managed to get himself so far off the track. That's a bad lap there, I think, from Aaron. I thought he was backing off there. He had backed off. Francis out there on an out lap. We've also got Sparks on an out lap, Onyx on an out lap on the mediums now. I think Sandre's quite a big fan of the Williams boys. Could be Williams 1-2 today. Not completely out of the question, is it really that? We'll wait and see what they can do. But yeah. Let's just get a stream link out quickly, actually, while I remember. No. Let's not tag that. Fun fact, I didn't follow the PSGL Twitter for some reason, but I follow it now, so don't worry, don't panic. Ah, look at that, you get one link and then you get all the links. Jacotech's going P7 there. Right, we should be about to see Francis. He's only in the final sector actually. It's taking him a while to get himself round there. You know, hurry up, lad. We haven't got all night. We want to see some laps here. Anyway, here he comes. Let's see what he can do in the Sport Pesa Racing Point Formula 1 team. That's what it's called. It's not really that hard to call it that. And people still call it a Force India. It's quite funny. I don't understand it. How can you call this a Force India still? I see it on Sky every week. They love to claim, oh, it's so easy to mistake it for a Force India. Oh yeah, sure it is. I believe you. That's why everyone else is calling it a flipping Racing Point. Something that's always bugged me about Sky. Well, it's a lot that bugs me about Sky. He's really David Croft. He's just a bit of a nutcase, isn't he? And Ted Kravitz's always calling the Alfa Romeo an Alfa Romeo Cyber. Like, hello, that's not what it's called. I can't wait to see how many times they're going to call the Alfa Toro Alfa flipping Torosso, and that's not the line, Francis. That is not the line. He's been a bit shaky on that lap already, but I think that might have been a bit of lag, but that one certainly wasn't. That was just a mess. You know he isn't here yet. McMahon's not here yet. I'm very disappointed in him. He's late. He's very late actually. He's normally right on time here. He knows it's France as well. I mean, this is going to be entertainment central today. I can't believe he's not here. Disgraceful, that really is. Here is then Sparks. I think he's kept his lap up. You can see that Francis is there just ahead, but he's not going to get a great lap in. If it's even legal, he's in the pits. Here is Sparks into the line. And it is P4 for the McLaren. It's weird looking at the McLarens now, isn't it? Seeing that they've been on the podium yesterday. We're looking at the Toro Rossos. I mean, I know they've already been on the podium, but yeah, it's so weird. We're getting so many more of the midfielders going well now as Nolan pits. When will Haas get their podium, I wonder? They could have had it. They've had their opportunities to be work. Anyway, we're not here to talk about real F1, are we? The key's on an idle lap. Ash Best is about to start a flying lap. There he goes. That looked pretty clean for the first couple of corners. Looks like he's got his tyres heated up just enough there to not have too much wheel spin on the exit and through the middle of the apex. As he's having a relatively clean start to the lap is the Ferrari driver. That's pretty much ideal there. Up by nearly a tenth of a second on what he did before. I think he'll be quite happy with that. He may still be holding a little bit back though, so we'll see. We'll see what he can do. But let's see how he tackles this chicane. This has been one of my favourite chicanes to drive on the whole game. You can just swing it in here. It's such a high speed. It's great for overtaking as well. People always complain about that chicane being put in for the real life race. And well, it was the only sort of source of entertainment, that chicane in a real life race. And last year for that, for fairness, it's a very good part of the track. The rest of it's utter crap. But yeah, on the game we can get a bit better on it. But yeah, it's been a clean lap, as I say, so far from Ash. No real issues. He's going to find 6/10 to get himself up into second place, and then nearly a second to get himself out onto pole. That's how far ahead Blizzard is right now. But Louis is out there getting ready to do a lap, and he is going to be the main challenger, you would have thought, or at least one of the main challengers. Anyway, here comes Ash Best to the line. What's the time going to be? It's P3. Decent lap there. Yeah, I think he'll be quite happy with that one. Will Murdoch is up into the final sector. Let's see if he can close out the lap. The F2 champion, remember. Championship favourite from that season. I don't know if I want to call him championship favourite again this season, but he's certainly having a decent day today. Don't know how it went last week, and obviously Baku was a bit of a mess for pretty much everyone, including him. And Will, he gets to within 2/10 of first place. Not too bad. And no one else was really improving massively on that lap, so good stuff from Will to find an improvement. Nick is on a lap right now in the final sector. I'm quite worried for Onyx. He's still last. Let's not finish in last again, huh? You gotta go faster. Someone else just put a time in there. Lakito P3. Good lap for the Red Bull. But here comes Nick. Where is he gonna slot himself in? It's P6. Very close then between third and third and eighth. Really, it's only about 2/10 between them. Really good stuff there. Alright, let's see where Onyx is. Ah, he's on another slow one. Not going to plan this. Let's watch Blizzard. He's down in the first sector so far. Louis, of course, predictably is pitted. He just doesn't want to. He just doesn't want me to see him do a lap. It turns out he just doesn't like me. I don't think. I don't know what his problem is, but I just want to see the guy do a lap. I have to watch his teammate instead. It's just a tragedy. 22 people. Hello, nice to see you. Welcome along. If you're coming from F2, hope it was a good race, by the way, and hope you're looking forward to an even better race here, and that's pitting. My God, come on, Williams, let me just see a decent lap from you, huh? Is that so much to ask for? What about Francis? We've got lots of rev glitching, by the way. I can't really do anything about that. That's wide a little bit. That could be the wall if he's not careful. It's the front wing broken, but he has to now floor it to get back round. You can't reverse, of course. You get disqualified, so he has to bomb it round now. That's not great for Francis down in P16. Only got 4.5 minutes to go. Not ideal. And yeah, he is cutting. Well, luckily, there's no real track limits here. You can just flat out cut every corner on the racetrack. So he should be alright. He should get back in time. Here's Nolan on a lap. Currently down in P19 in his Haas. Still with a rich energy on it, of course, because Codemasters are lazy and haven't got rid of it yet. Now, I find it interesting that Jacotex is out there on the mediums. I wonder if he's going to abandon that plan, because a lot of them seem to be thinking of going for the soft, which I'd be going for as well. But we'll wait and see what they all can do. Got Casper there getting out of the way of Nolan. Jacotex now. I don't think he'll be overtaken. No, he will. He'll let him through. And Nolan into the last corner. Let's see. Oh, he's not quite got the traction under control there. He was just spinning the whole way, and he's going to get away with that, I think. But he was just drifting the whole way around there. And, well, he's also got a mad dash to try and get a lap in. That looked pretty close. Was that into the pits? It wasn't the pits. These guys are really leaving it late, and that's a much better design there from Will Zanke. That's more like it on the helmet design. Much better. I mean, I thought the last one was nice in its own special way, but yeah, this one's much better. Right, Louis, is he gonna embarrass the field and do his lap on the mediums, or has he also got time to get back in and quickly change some tyres? It'd be quite surprising if he did, but we'll see. Anyway, here's Jacotex, by the way, on his lap. He has got behind him Amir. I wonder if there was a bit of a slipstream going on there. He's abandoned the lap, so it doesn't really matter. And that's both Mercedes out there on the mediums. Anyway, looks like we are going to get a lap from Louis. He is going to give it a go on mediums. So, this probably won't be the fastest time in qualifying, but it'll certainly be interesting to see what he can do. And he comes to the start-finish straight. Too late to back out now. There's one car ahead of him there into turn 1, and it looks like a Renault. That must be Lambo. He could get a tow here, could the Williams driver, not that he really needs it. But then again, on these tyres, I guess every little helps. Although the dirty air could affect, and he's abandoned the lap. He will have another try, but he's cutting it tight here, I must say. Anybody on a lap on the soft? I don't think so. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them out on the mediums and 12 on the soft. So nearly a 50-50 split. Interesting to see how that one's going to work out. Now let's see Amir. He might catch up to all this. He's up by 3/10 so far in his lap, which will get him up to P10. But he'll be probably looking a little bit more than that on these tyres. They need to be in the top 10 by a decent margin. Will he get a toe off that Red Bull? Ahead, it must be Lakitu. He's not really pushing too hard because Alfie's had a glitch. Has he spun off, or has he been reset to track or something? But his lap's ruined and he's done. Where's Amir? There he is. Didn't see his middle sector split there. I was too distracted by the Red Bull. Don't really know what happened there. That could have been a Baku glitch again, where the car just sort of appears in the middle of the track for no given reason. Or it could have just been a mistake that required a reset. But here is Amir. Louis, is he going to go again? You'd imagine so. A lot of these guys are preparing to do a lap. And look at that, we've got Onyx. Is that Onyx or is that Sparks? It's Onyx. Side by side there with Louis. As Amir does go P10 by 4/10. We'll see how that one works out. Casper's retired. Who's furthest through? Nick's, I think, furthest through, so we'll follow him round. Let's see if he can get to the line. Checkered flag is out. And that's where Casper ended up in the middle of the road. That's an odd place to be, for sure. Well, let's see where Nick can go. No improvement from the Racing Point. Look at Lee's slipstream. That will help him up the hill. Where's everyone else? Where is Blizzard? He's further back, as is Will, as is Lakitu. Ash Best is a little bit further ahead, but surely Lee might be the first one to get to the line. And no, it'll be Louis. No, it won't be. Who is it going to be? It's going to be Sparks. I think it'll be Sparks. Took a while to word it up, but I think we got there in the end. So Jacotex crossed the line, P12 on the mediums. Here comes Sparks. Not going to be P1, but it is going to be P6 for now. Here's Lee. That actually must have helped him at least a little bit. P3. Let's see where Louis is. He's in Narnia. He is in Narnia. Not going well for him. Has Onyx got a lap together? Because he's still last. I'm hoping that we aren't cursing him here. Will Onyx finally get a lap in? Lambo goes P3. Onyx goes P7. Lakitu is just behind Will, who's just behind Blizzard, who I think was invalid there. Oh, Will misses out by 2/1000 of a second there. Very close at the top. And now we're just waiting for two Hasses, and they're side by side. Don't know having a very happy relationship, are they? P19 and P20 for them two. But it is Blizzard who is on pole by only 2/1000 of a second. Dylan Warren there in the chat with some dubious celebration. As Onyx finally gets a lap in, and he's beat his teammate as well. Which I'm sure won't mean a thing. But, take the small victories, am I right? But Louis, down in P13. Not an ideal situation for him, is it? But then again, I'm not gonna get too excited. He's gonna win, isn't he? He's gonna find a way. He will get free tyre choice. Calzo, only guy to get into the top 10 with the mediums. So good job from him. Unless we have any other times that didn't update. No. Top 9 all starting on the softs, and then Calzo on mediums, and we'll see what the bottom 10 decide to do. Certainly interesting to see how that'll pan out, because the strategy is quite interesting. It depends really how you can handle your tyre. Maybe it doesn't help the wheel usage a bit more. I think it is a better bit of a wheel track, to be honest. But we'll see what everyone comes up with. Maybe it's a pad track. It's one or the other. It's certainly not equal, I know that for sure. Alright then, let's go through the grid then. So Blizzard on pole, leading a British top 4, with Will 2nd, Lambo 3rd and Lee 4th. Lakitu 5th, Ash 6th, Onyx 7th, Sparks 8th, Nick 9th, they're all on the softs, and Calzo starting 10th on the mediums. Amir 11th with Aaron 12th, Louis 13th, Jaketex 14th, Connor 15th, Casper 16th, Alfie 17th, Francis 18th, and Will and Nolan in the two Hasses, right down at the back, no times set, and Francis, well, yeah, he might as well have had no time set either. Anyway, anyone in the stream, feel free to send the link out. Let's see how many people we can get to watch the start of this one, because I reckon we're in for a pretty decent one. We've got 20 people here at the minute. If you're new, do feel free to subscribe, put notifications on so you don't miss another race or any races. You can watch every race. We have like 7 tiers, I think, on this season 24. Obviously, this is the top tier, as you might have been able to tell by the ridiculous times that I can only ever dream of getting. But yeah, obviously this is the F1 tier. We're elite, we're Monday, we're the king of Monday nights. But yeah, like I say, if you're new, subscribe. We'd appreciate it. We're only 6 away from 300. And stick notifications on. And share that link out. Oh, it's at 6 tiers now. Frick. I was close. Oh, I can smell smoke, that's not good. Wonder what's going on there. Well, the house burns down and giving you a warning. You see, I do smell smoke. Right then, formation lap time. Let's see what everyone's got on to. Ooh, interesting. Right, so we know what the top 9 are on. We know Cal's as well on the mediums in the top 10. But Amir, mediums. Aaron, mediums. Jacob, mediums. Big Connor himself on mediums. Alfie, Francis and Will on mediums. Or Zenki, I'll just call him Zenki. I know I had to keep calling him Will because it's a force of habit. But on the... Oh, who's that? Is that Connor? He's got lost. You can tell he's not in his prime anymore, can't you? On the hard, you got Louis, Casper, and Nolan. So that is our tyres. That is everybody starting with some different tyres, which is nice to see. All 3 compounds getting a showing. Let's quickly just go for people's helmets just to see which one I like. I like Will's, but it doesn't really suit the car, but I like it. Lakitis is decent. I've already said that I quite like Zenki's one now. Yeah, I think Zenki's one's my favourite one still. Look at that. Nice. Mainly because it uses the colours I always used. It's easy to take digs at Connor though, isn't it, really? He's far from his prime. 7-time champion. Down in 15th and spinning off at turn 1. Will today be the day he makes his dramatic comeback? We'll wait and see. It's not out of the question, is it really? I'm sort of open to any ideas after watching the F1 yesterday, so bring it on, really. It's a long lap, this one, isn't it, really, for a formation? Oh, come on, people. Alright, I want to see this race start. I'm quite excited. There's a lot of little storylines in here, which could make this very interesting indeed. Look how far behind these 2 are. These guys are coming around to the last couple of corners now. And we're still waiting on the Haas's starting sector 3, or, well, they're sort of starting sector 3. They're not really too far through it, though. Come on! Look at them having a wee race. They're having a wee race. The tension is quite high here, actually. I'm really looking forward to this one. Come on! Get to the line, please. Oh, look at that. We've got a mod in there. That's going to please people who want mods, like TJ and Lambo. I'm not a mod either, for the record. Anyway, here is Nolan. Finally getting off the back of the grid. We can see a start now. Good luck to all the drivers. Let's see what we can do here. We've got 20 drivers on the grid. We've got all 3 tyre compounds in use. And it could be a real classic, this one, with Louis down in 13th. We've got 5 red lights. We are away. Paul Ricard looks like a pretty even start in the front row. It's more Lambo that's had the better start. Let's see what he can do into turn 1. Defence from Blizzard. A bit of contact as well, but can Lambo get through into turn 1? He's up to 2nd. Lee up to 3rd. Will having to cut the corner. A little bit of contact for there, but I think everyone's alright. Will has to let Lee back free, I would imagine. Oh, they've hit! And that's them both spinning off. Will anyone run into them? That seemed a bit clumsy. I thought Will would have had to let that position go, but he's decided to hold on to it for as long as he could, and there's been an accident. Lots of side-by-side action up here as well. We've got 3 wides up through towards the back straight for the first time. It is Blizzard leading this race to make it work, but it's going to finally disband there. Bit of lag going on as well. I don't think anyone's going to have any more accidents though, hopefully. Bit of side-by-side action there. Hopefully we don't get two Taroses in the ward in the same lap. And that's Louis up to P8. Making some good progress. Still a bit juttery. Hopefully everyone is alright there. But I think we're all through clean. No damage, I don't think, for anyone. I think just the spins for Lee and Will. And as you can see, they are still there on the back of the grid. And Lee making a move on Connor, who then gets chopped. And Will gets by the two of them. Decent move there. A lot more happening ahead, though. As we see some people off the track trying to scramble for position. And, oh, that's a tight one there for Nick. He's going around the outside of so many cars there, you'd worry where he's going to end up. But he's off the track, probably the best place to be when you're doing that type of thing. And luckily there's no contact, but there is Louis under pressure from Alfie. He's on a better comp on a time, remember. Louis starting on the hards. Cal's ahead of Nick. They're side by side into turn 1 and 2. No contact, but they're still all going for it and using the track limits. Two Mercedes colliding. And we've got Jacobtek spinning off. Luckily there's no walls to hit around here, so he's alright. Well, he's no walls on that particular part. And Lee, still with a dive bomb. I don't think he's too happy with Will, is he? He's pretty fiery. He's hitting him in all corners. He's broke the front wing now of the Renault, and they're still going for it side by side. A very angry Lee there. He's whacked a bit more that front wing off the Renault, and you've got to worry about what these guys are going to do when they get to this next chicane. I don't think I want to watch it just in case something bad happens. So you don't want to wreck the reputation of the league here. We're side by side with Casper and with Will Zenke. He's made a good start, made up 8 places, or is it 7, 8? So whatever it is, it's a pretty decent start. He's falling down now though. I've cursed him, as here comes Nolan down the middle of the two of them. Oh, that's a risky one. Can he get them both? Remember, he's on the hards, he can have a little less grip, as is Casper. It's really risky. I think Ash has just got up to P4 ahead of Lakitu. Good move there. And we're all staying clean still, apart from obviously these two. And Lee's going forward again. He's going to have more contacts on this lap. He sends the Haas off the track, and Will puts a wee cut on him as well, saying, you know what, I'm still going to be ahead of you by the end of this lap. Take that. And I think we've got yellow flags for Louis, who spun off. Is there any damage? He's coming on in a really dangerous position. No one hits him. But he's way down the field now to P18, which will go to P17 now. Although he's being overtaken, he could actually fall down to last here. But one with Amir in the pits after hitting his teammate, breaking the front wing. Look at this in the turn 1. The guys at the back are really giving us a show, and they're still going off the track. They're still really struggling here in the early stages. Louis stays ahead of Francis, but is way down the field. Lee with another dive bomb and more contact, of course, with Nolan. It was always going to happen. He's now got a penalty as well for multiple warnings. He's still hitting the Haas, and finally he's put out of his misery. He spins off the track. What on earth was that? And he's, yeah, well, you can tell he's a bit lost the plot, hasn't he? He's slightly lost the plot. Here comes Alfie on the inside of Sparks, using DRS now. It's lap 3, of course. It's now enabled for all drivers. And a pretty hectic start to the race. And I think, hopefully, now we can start to calm down a little bit with Lee slightly out of the picture. And Will, in all fairness, with all that damage, is somehow still managing to keep himself in the running for, well, an alright position. He's P12. With that front wing, that's pretty impressive, although he's surely going to be under a lot of pressure as Nolan has a big tank slapper in the background. Luckily, he keeps it under control. Will be able to hold this one though. He's got a big pack trying to chase, and these guys at the back, as I say, have been absolutely on fire. But look at these guys as well at the front. Onyx up to third, under a little bit of pressure though from Ash Best, Lakitu and Aaron. Aaron, highest runner on the mediums, and Casper now the highest runner on the hards, with of course Blizzard leading the race on the softs. 2.5 seconds clear. But the action's only just starting, people. As I said, DRS was enabled on the last lap, and we're going to get these guys using it down the back straight. It is such a long run into that chicane, and as I say, it is such an inviting place to overtake. It's so easy to make it work, even on the inside, outside, wherever you want to go, you can make it work. And let's see if Ash Best can make it work. He's saved that ARS up, as has everyone else pretty much. It's been pretty good consideration right now. Hopefully it means we can get these guys to go for it now. DRS open. Overtake mode engaged. Let's see if Ash Best can get by Onyx into the chicane. It's going to be a late one. He's going to abandon that one. Yeah, he could have went for it, but it is only lap 4. Plenty of time, and Casper has got by Will, who's lagging a bit, but no issues caused. I think that's a bit close there. We've got Louis off the track trying to get himself up the field again ahead of Jacotex, but under a lot of pressure again on those hards. Can we calm down yet, people? I'm exhausted. It's only like 4. And they're still going for it. They're still thinking about moves. They're still ducking and diving and trying to figure out what they want to do. Now let's go back to the guy at the front, because Aaron, I must say, is looking pretty good on these tires. It's not a 4-way fight, as I say. And oh, Connor, what's happened to him? Has he gone off the track, or has he just been nudged a bit wide? I mean, these guys are fighting hard enough. Is there going to be another accident? There is indeed. Jacotex is sent spinning off the track. Louis alright. And Will has pitted with that damage in the end. And we've got more yellow flag that's still going on. But look at this. We've got Calzo trying to get by the outside of Alfie. And Alfie trying to find a way by Sparks. And he should do so on the exit. It feels like these mediums are somewhat raceable. Although that is an overtake, I think, from Sparks, to be fair. And we've got 2 4-way fights in these front positions at the moment. Let's go back to Onyx. Still got pretty good ERS. Has his Ash best. And Lakitu's not as good, but still decent. Aaron, though. Look at the run he's going to get on the Red Bull. DRS active for both of them, but look at the slipstream he's going to have. And there is Ash best as well, up into 3rd place ahead of Onyx. And Aaron up to P5 ahead of Lakitu. Surely has to back off on that one for now. But look at these 3. We've got Alfie and Calzo and Sparks, and now Nick involved. And Alfie currently coming out on top at the moment. A lot of slipstreaming going on here, but I don't think we're going to get any moves in this particular part of the track. Not maybe the best idea to go for it. Although saying that, Sparks looking on the outside, trying to duck and dive back to the inside. You know what? It might well work, but look at that! Nick has just undercut both of them and taken them both. Really intelligent driving there, and a good opportunistic move from the Racing Point driver. And Onyx, and looks like Aaron is really making use of these hards, or the mediums I should say now. He's flying along. He should get the run out of here. And a bit of a slide. Sparks into the pits. An early one. These softs seem to be going a lot earlier than I would have thought, honestly. But here comes Aaron down to turn 1. He's going to back off on that one. Plenty of time to go for it on the back straight, I assume he's probably thinking there. But that was great driving from Nick there, to really take the opportunity when it presented itself. And Calzo not going to get by for a little bit longer. So during all that, Blizzard's just been leading the way nice and comfortably. Lambo as well, 2nd, pretty comfortable. And it's all been about the guys behind, hasn't it? Let's see if Aaron can get by Onyx now. DRS for him once again. The closing speed though, he wasn't confident before. Will he be confident this time? No. But although Onyx has outbroke himself, he's pretty much defended thin air. And that surely gives Aaron the opportunity now. Up the hill. He's going to stay on the outside. If he can just keep this one going, he should get the position. Although this is risky. Flat out like, but still proper risky driving from these two. Super close to each other. And will Aaron duck and dive? He will indeed. There he goes, up to P4. Nothing really Onyx could have done about that. And Aaron having a great race so far. Meanwhile behind, looks like Lakitu's now starting to get interested. And Alfie too. It's all closing up, and Blizzard, the race leader, into the pits. Lambo stays out. Ash Best as well into the pit lane. And Lakitu too. Nick too. He'll be covering the undercuts, I'd imagine, from Sparks. That makes sense from the pit. But how many of these guys are on 2 stops? Because that's real early for a 1 stop to work. Unless you're going onto the hards like Lakitu. Could be a possibility of 2 stops here, but we'll wait and see how that one works out. Too sort of early to tell, I think. But actually, let's see where Blizzard comes out. Is he in a decent position? I know that Jacotex and Francis were pretty close, but I think Blizzard's alright. As is Asked Best, and Lakitu ahead of Sparks. Nick behind. Quite some distance. Now Alfie, let's try and get back up to him, because Onyx is falling down yet more positions to medium runners as Alfie gets by pretty easily. Calzo has got a run, and Onyx hasn't got much tire grip left. The rears are going. He will want to be in the pits at the end of the snap, I would imagine. And surely Calzo's going to nick on the inside now, up to P4. There he goes. Once again, nothing really Onyx can do about it. The tires are just gone. He's trying to do the duck and dive, but he's just understeering off the track. Not really working for him here. Oh, that's so slidey. Tom in the chat is saying that the mediums would last 20 odd laps. So we'll see how that one works out. It seems the tire wear is pretty damn high today, isn't it? But we'll wait and see. Iron Knight should take the lead. There goes Lambo into the pits, and Onyx, I'd imagine, will follow. Gets to slow down, and so we're only left with the guys who started on mediums or hards up to, I think, Francis left the pit. So what's that, 10 cars you have to pit in this race? So see how this all works out. Well, his Connor's back in the points. He feels a little bit of his old glory, but let's see if Calzo can get himself a little bit of his own glory up to P2. He should have a pretty decent opportunity. They're rather equal in the ERS again, but no DRS, no slipstream for Alfie this time round. It should be Calzo's position to lose really here. Let's see him get it. He didn't even need DRS. It's so easy. I think Alfie probably knew that. He did. He wasn't using his ERS too much. No point in fighting a move that you can't fight. To stick behind, go for it next lap. Here's Blizzard going past Francis. Will the Racing Point fancier look up the inside again? It'll be a bit of a naughty one if he does. Luckily he decides to stay back. And goes a bit wide as well. Onyx then, getting past Nick. And I think that's Akiti and Sparks pretty close to each other as well. Those two having a fight for P14 it is at the moment. Obviously it'll get a bit higher later on. Amir close to the back of Will. Alfie, will he be ready to go for the attack again on this lap? Like I say, no point really defending before, just wait it out and keep up with the DRS here and go for it again when we get to the next big DRS zone, although I must say he is losing quite a bit of time. So let's go back to Louis. Louis got a chance there. Up the inside. Oh, they've hit again, his contact. And again, Louis spins off. Damage for one of them. And it's Nolan. Nolan's out of the race. Nolan's retired. Oh, I don't know how to think about that one. No damage for Louis again. But another incident he's been involved in. About 3 of them so far in this race. It's been a real mess for him so far. Let's go back onto Alfie. Has he got the slipstream? Has he got the toe? Has he got enough ERS? He's obviously got the DRS, but he's not going to go for the move. He's put his ERS back down again. What about Casper and Zenki? Nothing happening there. And we now got Blizzard on the back of his teammates, and he'll be, well, hoping that there isn't yet another accident involving Louis. He's been in the wars today. Certainly had I'm sure he's had a bit of fun with it, like, but it's ruining other people's races, I guess. Who'd have thought it? You'd be scared to see Louis coming up to you. And it was a bit of lag, though, to be fair, into turn 1. I wonder if they, as Tom was suggesting, maybe couldn't see each other? I don't know, but it seemed an odd one. They were certainly fighting away, they were certainly defending and attacking, so I think they could see each other, but it was certainly weird into turn 1. I'd pointed out there was a bit of jittering earlier on in lap 1, but I thought I've got a bit better since then. Maybe they were the cause of it, I don't know, but either way, it is Nolan out of the race. First retirement today, only on lap 10, mind you, so we might get some more, but yeah, we've got a good fight between Sparks, Lakitu, Onyx here, and Nick. And yeah, Louis got overtaken by his teammate. Lambo, by the way, behind Ash Best now. Will he be able to find a way back by the Ferrari? Lakitu, like I say as well, looking pretty good to get by Sparks, who did the undercut. Although, like I say, Lakitu, we know he's 100% for sure going to get to the end unless there's an accident. What about the rest? That's the question. We're thinking these tires can go a long way, but you just never know really with this game. Alfie not close enough. Casper not close enough. Blizzard close enough. Here he goes on Jacotex. Up into P7 he goes. And Lambo has got by Ash Best. Look, they're both trying to get by Francis. This could complicate things a tad as the Racing Point fights away. And Ash Best can't do much about that. There's no obligation, of course, for the Racing Point to let him through. They're fighting for position right now. And it's really gone and wrecked Ash Best's chance of going back past Lambo. He might fancy a look, but that's heavy defence. Damage from win as well for Francis, to be fair. He's really fighting quite wounded there. But he put up a good fight. But in the end, he was inevitably going to lose that position to the Ferrari. Back with these guys, though. They're still having a bit of fun, aren't they? Now it's Onyx ahead of Nick, ahead of Lakitu. So it's not going well for Lakitu. But we'll see if he can come back. Will the McLarens fight each other as hard as maybe they would have fought different cars? Will they have team morality, or will they just go for it? A la Ferrari. Let's find out. So lap 11 in this race has been quite the thriller, let's say. It's been chaos from start to finish in a good way. Apart from Louis. He's been, and Lee and Will. But apart from them, it's been alright. It's been alright. It's been brilliant, actually. Genuinely, it's been a really good race so far. It's already better than the real life French Grand Prix. But we all knew that was going to happen, really, didn't we? But yeah, Casper there ahead now of Zenki. As I was praising the race. Onyx not finding a way past. These guys are now right on to Francis. He lost just so much time to Ash Best on that last lap. You can tell that the tyres, they can last, but is it worth it? Because that's nearly 3 seconds in the space of a lap. You know, it's a lot for not that much newer tyres. That could be something these guys could think about. Either way, look at this. We've got Onyx passing Sparks, and then there's a bit of contact. I don't think they saw each other. There was a bit of lag or something, but Francis went up in the air. I don't think it really matters to him, really. He was going to lose the positions anyway. Nearly at the back of his teammate, though. He fancied the look on Nick there. But down to 14th goes him. That's not really the best way of saying it, but Aaron into the pits, Louis into the pits, Senki into the pits. Senki out in the hard, so I mean, yeah, you were sort of expecting that, really, weren't you? But no, I'm sure someone might stay out and try for softs, but we'll wait and see. Louis out into 15th behind his good pal Jacotex. Fun times are coming. So now we have a fight for the lead then. Half a second separates Calzo and Alfie. Let's see what these guys will get up to. Will they be sticking it out for some softs, or will they be following Aaron's lead and pitting for hards? That's what we need to find the answer to, hopefully in the not too distant future. If it's for hards, and hopefully in the way too distant future for well, yeah, softs. I don't know. I'm sure you could try it. I'm sure somebody out there will try it. Louis predicts the back of James, but nothing out in there. They're not in the right position, and they both went in with each other actually. So this will be for hards as well. Casper will inherit the lead of the Grand Prix, but which of these two will get out of their pit boxes first? We know the undercut here is pretty powerful as well, so I think Aaron should be ahead, no problem. Calzo, where is he? Ahead of Alfie. And let's look for Aaron. Yeah, way ahead, way ahead. But will Alfie, no, he doesn't beat Onyx. He does not beat Onyx out of the pit lane. So that's from a bit of a spanner to work for him. He was hoping to be ahead of that McLaren, and it looked like he was nearly there, and Nick was nearly into the back of Sparks. And they're still pretty damn close. I mean, this is relentless stuff. Ash Best is now in the back of Lambo again. He's saved that ARS way up. He's in the mood to fight. He's not going to take P3 lying down. He's going to go for it. He's wary that he's got Aaron and Calzo chasing him down. And he's got to get a move on. I think he will do so. But look at these gaps. They're all super close. We've got a 5-way fight there. From Calzo all the way down to Nick. And that's side by side with Lakitu and Francis. Outside for the Red Bull. And up to P12 he goes. Right then, we're just waiting for 2 more to pit then, and after that I think we shall do a little rundown of the position changes. But I wonder if Connor is going to go for the softs at the end. Don't really see enough reason for him to be staying out this long. We'll wait and find out though. Now Calzo is actually now in DRS of Aaron, so now it's an even bigger DRS trade. It's now 6 cars, and it could still be 7 pretty soon. It could be 8, 9. It'll just keep growing. It'll just keep growing this. Lakitu, by the way, has fallen way off this. I don't know what happened to him. There was a mini split or something, but he's 5 seconds behind. Wonder what caused that. I'm trying to remember if I saw anything, but I don't honestly remember what happened. If anything did it, maybe it's just not about the pace and it was hard. Huh. Sparks has got a penalty. Now, that's something else that could be a factor. I haven't seen too many penalties pop up actually today, which is a change for France standards, but looks like we're all good so far on that. We'll do a proper, again, in-depth look at that later on, because we're only at the halfway stage of this race now. Maybe a bit early to worry about penalties. Would you two just hurry up and flip and pit? We're doing a rundown. Oh, screw it, we're doing a rundown. We're doing a rundown. Right, well, these two... we're not doing a rundown. Look at them. There's no point. There's just no point. They're ruining everything. They're ruining my life. They've ruined everything. Right then. Do you fancy making some overtakes anytime soon? It's starting to become a little bit stale now. And losing the back is Lakitu, although he's still nowhere near the points. Mind you, he might be in the points actually when the top first and third pit, but we'll wait and see. He'll probably get mugged. Deserves it. After the day he's had. Now, Onyx, he looks like he's closest to making a move, but everyone's just in that DRS train. It's difficult to say the least. And yeah, no one's making a move apart from, as I say, Louis. Right. I'm surprised Lambo's been able to hold on for so long, because this is now a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 car train, all chasing what will become P2 in a moment. Eventually. That was pretty slow for you actually. I want to be just saving ERS. I'm surprised. Maybe they always good at slow for them. Maybe it just looked particularly slow. Look at this. Ashbest is really putting the pressure on because he's still got more ERS. He should be using this throughout the lap a bit more because he can get away with it. He can do it. He can do this, but he's just holding back. What is he just saving it all in the tank, getting ready to launch a big attack? Because I think he knows the second he goes for this move, it's gonna kick off this chain reaction. Because if they squabble too long and too hard, this is gonna become very tight. Although it looks actually like Calzo's looking at a move on Aaron, but again he's put the ERS down, doesn't fancy going for it, says I'll do it next lap. Or maybe the lap after, or maybe the lap after, or maybe never. Anyway, so I think we know who's going to win the race anyway. I think Blizzard is pretty dominant right now. He's got this one in the bag if he doesn't kill himself on the back of Casper or something. Pretty impressive, to be fair to him. I thought it'd be the Ever Williams impressing today, but it is Blizzard, who's quite frankly embarrassing Louis today. Oh, that's close to the back. Was there contact? There might have been a wee love tap, but no damage caused. Aaron really getting a bit punchy now. And don't forget, chat, do feel free to be nice and active. I know I've been reading throughout the race, but I haven't really had a chance to mention many people because there's been so much going on. And yeah, I can probably get one or two little thoughts in if you have anything in there before this all kicks off, because it's going to happen soon. This has now become a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 car train. We've lost 2 at the back of it. We've lost Sparks and Nick. It's a big F for them. The big W for Blizzard. Passing Casper, effortlessly taking the lead back before the Ferrari even has a chance to get to the pit lane. Right, people, this is getting a bit tight now. This is getting a bit worrying. Lambo is just holding on, not by much, it has to be said. Ash Best has to start using his ERS. Yellows for Amir. Will we get a safety car for this? You can get them quite often around here. The safety car does work relatively well here sometimes. I don't think we're going to get it though. I guess, well, we don't even know where his car is. That's probably why I haven't got a safety car out. Now, this is just so close. It's very difficult to predict what's going to happen here. Oh, you know, this is going to be this is a net fight for second. But can I remind you, this is not like, you know, for fourth. This is for second place. It's incredible. It's incredible. Ash, you've got to start using this ERS a bit more, lad. Keep it in hot lap, man. Keep it in there. You've got to go for it at some point, or else you're going to lose out to the guys behind. Oh, it's so close, Aaron, to the back of Ash Best. Not for the first time in this race. Ash has got to be on the par. He's got to be on the ERS nice and early here. Out of here. He needs to get this done now. Ah, put it on. Calzo's got by Onyx. They're side by side. Wide goes the Toro Rosso. And Ash, he's just waited too long. Aaron, is he close enough to go for the move? He is, he's going for it on the inside. That's a late one. He's going to make it work, I think. Ash Best is going to have to concede this one on the exit as Aaron cuts the corner. Will we deem that one as fair? We don't really know yet. We'll see if Ash Best can get back by. Oh, there's a later move as well on the straight. And that is, as I say, one move closes this all up. And that was very tight. And possibly a bit mean. But, yeah, Aaron, he got impatient. He's forced his way through. And into the pits come Casper and Connor. This will be 4 softs, you would imagine. Watch them coming through the field. And Calzo and Onyx are still going for it. They're side by side into the final hairpin. Off the track goes the Toro Rosso. And look at this. Aaron's right on the back of Lambo already. He is definitely getting his elbows out now. Casper went on to mediums, so he didn't actually decide to go for soft. Connor, though, on soft, but he's fallen way down, way further than I thought he would actually. I forget how slow that pit lane is. And that's a big slide from Lambo. He's feeling the pressure now. It's not Ash Best behind him anymore. It's a much more aggressive driver who we've already seen can and will go for the moves. Here he goes. DRS. Will it be the first time on this straight for him? And the first opportunity taken? Let's see. On the inside. And he's going to get it done, is he? Side by side, bit of lag, but he's got through into second place. And this opens the floodgates now for the likes of Ash Best, Onyx and Calzo. All the sets their opportunity to try and go for this now. It is still a 6-car train in this fight for P2 in this race. And you know what? As Tom says in there, it's harsh but fair. Honestly, someone had to get aggressive at some point, didn't they? Ash Best was just too conservative. He didn't think Aaron would go for anything, and it seems to surprise him a bit. The swipe on the straight was possibly it was suspect, but at the end of the day, you know what? That's hard racing. They're going for it. They're gonna make the risky moves. It was late, but I don't know. We'll see what other people think about it. I think it's a bit sort of split in the chat. But you know what? I like seeing hard racing. I like seeing people getting their elbows out, and that's exactly what we saw there. But all this squabbling, 15 seconds off the lead. Blizzard is just in a race of his own. He is miles clear of the field. He has given us an absolute lesson for this track. Now, Aaron is the one under pressure this time. Here comes Lambo. How late is the defence going to be from Aaron this time? No defence, because Lambo doesn't go for it. He fancies the exit, I reckon. He hasn't got much ERS, so that might be his Achilles heel. Again, Ash Best has got the upper hand here. He has got some decent ERS to use, but he isn't using it. Right, let's quickly have a look at penalties before all this kicks off. Nothing for Blizzard. I mean, who cares about him? Aaron, nothing. Lambo, nothing. Ash Best, nothing. This is good. Onyx, 1 penalty, so he's down. Calzo, nothing. Alfie, 1 penalty. That's 2 penalties. That's good. That means these guys are in a legit fight, and it's not going to be decided by penalties for once at the moment. We'll wait and see how that pans out later on. Maybe that comment won't age too well. But here we go. Lap 21. 7 left to go. And Casper is joining this pack. You can see him in the final corner. And you know what? He could find himself in a fantastic position. Fastest lap as well. Look out for Casper at the end of this one. 7 laps is a long time when these guys are fighting away the way they've been over the last few laps. Onyx is looking punchy. He wants to have a go on Ash Best as well, who's just not got the aggression that he needs. Oh no! Onyx has gone into the back and then he hits him again for a good measure. This is all helping Casper. 5 cars all in such a tight pack. And now 7. It's Louis, you know, in the back of this. Where's he come from? He's right into this as well as a result. And Onyx has just tipped Ash Best into an even worse position. Here comes Alfie. Will he go for a Calzo? Goes, oh, that's so late from Alfie. That's a fantastic dive bomb. I don't think he intended that, but that was bravery. How has he got that one done? I have no idea. But only a minimal bit of contact, no damage. Wow, that was brave. And we're still going side by side. These guys are really getting their elbows out now. Where's Casper? There's a contact, and Louis going for his 4th spin of the day. And there's Sparks and Casper going side by side. This is just kicked off in the most incredible way possible. And it's just released Lambo and Aaron off into their own wee fight. Is the podium gone for these guys now? What is Casper going to do? He needs to get by that McLaren, and quick. This is perfect for him, this scenario. DRS. Surely he's got to be passed. He is passed. Casper is seeing his name up in lights right now. He could easily get himself up the field with this. And we've still got 6 to go. That's the amount of chaos you can get in 1 lap. Let's see what the last 6 can bring you. But the penalty for Casper, that could be his Achilles heel. We've said it. Oh, he's pushing there, Ash Best. He's really getting a bit impatient now. As is Onyx, there's more contact. And here is the 2 Ferraris now going for it. Ash Best down to P8. Surely it'll be P9 in a moment. Look how much extra grip that Casper's got. Even if he does get by these guys, there should be enough sort of for him to get the gap. He's just got to be smart with this. I'm not over that move. That was ridiculous, Alfie. That was just incredible, that move from Alfie. That was I don't care what you say, I still feel it was kind of unintentional, but flip me, he made it work. And, well, Tom said it, there's plenty in the stewards, and there could still be more. Here comes Ash Best, they're wheel binding, they're pushing each other off the track, and they're hitting each other the whole way along here. They're like magnets. They just can't get away from each other. Here's Casper, is he going to get the 2 of them? I'm sure he's thinking about it, I'm sure we're all thinking about it. Let's see if he can get it to go. Where's he going to do it? He's just going to, you know what? That's how you do it. There you go, he's going to get them both. And that's how you mug off your teammate and Onyx in 1 move. DRS as well, extra grip on the tyres. Does he get Onyx? He's certainly got his teammate. I think Onyx would be stupid to go for this one. There's no point. Casper's just going to pull away anyway. He's on 11 lap younger tyres. Nick, by the way, is still in the back of Alfie, and Lambo has not given up yet on Aaron. It's not that I have a thing for Alfie's, Tom. It's just it was a particularly good move. And where's Onyx gone? Onyx has had another issue. He's down to 11th now. Ash, Louis, and Sparks. Louis was facing backwards 2 laps ago. He's still in 9th, and he's about to be going 8th. It's, you know, it's a thing about Alfie's, you know. I like Alfie McMahon for memes, and I like Alfie there for the dive bomb. It's a good dive bomb, and oh, he's been overtaken, but he's shut up. He's still going for it. He's still going for it on those hards. Nick, oh, that's a good save. That could have easily been facing backwards. And now Casper's going to get both of them. Is he going to get them both? Let's see. He's going to throw it up the inside, possibly, if he fancies it. He's certainly got one of them. Nick, there's no point defending this one, mate. He's going to pull away from you. And surely Casper's going to get the second one as well. It's only a matter of time. Look out for Nick on the inside, doesn't go for it. Will Casper launch it into here? He's got to think about this, because if he can get by here quickly enough and catch up, he could still be second on the road. Penalties might sidetrack him, but surely he's got a golden opportunity. But he hasn't got straight line speed, he's not using the ERS. He wants to be methodical and safe in... What the hell was that gap being so close for? I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. I don't know what to watch. I don't know what to watch. Do I watch Casper? Do I watch this fight for thirds? For second as well? What's happening here? Alfie's gone deep. Alfie's gone very deep there. And Nick is still on the back of this. So is Louis. Louis can still get up here. The sky is getting quite dull as well. A feature of this track is rain. You do get rain in the late stages of races. Even if it says to be dry, it can sometimes rain, and it is getting very dull out there. Look out for rain. It could be a possibility. I know it sounds unlikely. Oh, that was nearly contact. That was nearly Casper being spun off the track. How on earth Alfie hasn't done that to him, I have no idea. But Casper up to P5, he has got to get his foot down. He has still got 3 laps to go. He can still get second on the road. Especially if these guys start to squabble a bit more. And especially if we get some rain. The lights are on. That's how dull it's getting. This has got all the telltale signs of a rain shower. Right. Shall we catch our breath in then? Because this could still have another twist in the tail. Another few twists in the tail. Lambo has to look great on the ERS. Now it's more Calzo who's got the biggest advantage on that. We'll see how he uses it. But we've got 3 laps to go to try and decide this. Aaron's still second place. I think there's no penalties for all 3 of these guys, isn't there? Let's just quickly confirm that. Aaron, no penalty. Lambo, no penalty. Calzo, no penalty. Casper is only 1 penalty. It's only 1 penalty. He's already pulling the gap. On board with Calzo. He should have a good chance here on Lambo. I think he's going to get this one done. Here he goes, DRS for P3. But look at the run that Lambo's got as well on Aaron. Oh god, this could be bad. This could be bad. Oh, Jesus Christ. Lambo just about hasn't had the accident. We've got yellow flags in the last sector. I think something's going on. I think Honest just lost the position there. But what's happening in the last sector? Lakitu's pitting. I don't quite know what that's for, but okay. You do you. You do you. But Lambo so close to wiping out Calzo there. I am noticing that I'm making quite a lot of weird noises, by the way. I've been on Blizzard, isn't it? He's alright. I know I'm making a lot of weird noises. Oh, it's Amir retiring, isn't it? No, that wasn't it. I don't know what it's for. I'm not going to try and figure out. I know I'm making a lot of weird noises. But just imagine this, but like times 10 for the Brazilian race yesterday. Yeah, can you see how excited I get over these things? 2 laps to go. Casper's nearly got that 3 seconds he needs to keep 5th. Although he still fancies a podium, and he could get it if these guys, like I say, squabble too much. They're ghosted a bit though, that will help. I guess that will prevent a collision. But look at the run that Cal's is going to have. Surely it's going to be P3 for him on the road. Nearly wheel binding. But there he goes, Calzo. He's still got more ERS to use as well. Could he find himself up there? And that's Casper right on there now. So Casper's arrived on the scene. He is going to be really on the sick. He's going to be praying for some more penalties for the guys ahead. Let's see how many he can get ahead of though first. Let's, like I say, not get ahead of ourselves. Doesn't look like there's any rain falling at the minute, so while it is dull, it's not seemingly ready for rain, which is good for now. depending on your stance, of course. We've got a lot of guys going for fastest lap, I think, now. And I think Zenki has just been mugged. He's down into 14th. What am I getting there? That's a pretty big tree in itself as well. See, we aren't able to really focus on that when we're too busy watching these guys at the front. Oh, that is so close. Down the inside goes Casper. They're nearly touching wheels again. Oh, and they're so close, but surely Casper gets ahead. I wonder if Lambo knows he's got penalty, or a penalty. I hope he does. France's fastest lap. We'll see if anyone else can beat that, but it's now the final lap. This man has been dominant. He's actually lapped Lakiti and Francis now. He is really just in a world of his own right now. But in the fight for second on the road, Aaron and Calzo are going for it, but Casper could have a go on the road as well, because he just got that extra grip still. The mediums are still giving out. These are guys on hards, remember, as well. He's already with 8 tenths on Lambo. We'll keep an eye on that. With DRS here, he gets these guys as well. If they fight, you just don't know. Casper could still be on for a podium, but we'll wait and see. We're right on board with the Ferrari, because this could probably be the most interesting view of this. He's going to watch Calzo go for the move on Aaron. I'm sorry, I'm going to go on board. Look at how tight they're fighting. Into the chicane. Who comes out on top? They've hit! They've hit! Casper goes ahead. The contact was inevitable, really, wasn't it? From the moment that Calzo went to go for it, he's falling down the field. Incredible. It's just incredible. Casper now, that puts him a guaranteed 4th at the moment. Will is just cutting corners for fun. But can Casper get second on the road? He might not keep it, but this is... I don't want to call it a driver of the day performance, because you got this guy. Blizzard comes to the line. A dominant performance here at Paul Ricard. But it's all about the guys behind. They have put on an absolute thriller of a French Grand Prix here in PSGL F1. This is why we love this game. We love this game at its best. This is the game at its best. Casper won't quite get his podium, but he does get P4. What a drive. Aaron 2nd, Lambo 3rd, Casper 4th. Calzo now 5th, Nick 6th, Alfie 7th, Ash 8th, Sparks 9th, Louis 10th. 11th now, Connor gets into the points. Incredible. Sparks 11th, Louis 12th, Onyx 13th, Jacob 14th, Will 15th. Might go down a bit, although actually saying that, these guys are quite far behind. And we're just waiting for Lakiti and Lee. Like I say, imagine that, but times it by 10, and that's basically what I was doing during the Brazilian Grand Prix yesterday. Minus the jumping up and down. I wasn't doing any jumping up and down there. I think if I did that, you wouldn't be able to hear me too much. That was a great race. That was a treat and a half. That was brilliant. And Lee gets fastest lap at the end. Will Lakiti beat that? I don't think he will. He's down by half a second on this lap so far. But yeah, back to what Tom was saying there. Yeah, it appears to have a thing for Alfies. Or McMahon. Oh, well, Alfies, yeah. Well, I didn't intend to. Alfie McMahon. He gained meme status because he cut all the corners at France and got disqualified. That's where he got this meme status from. That's why I'm obsessed with the McMahon Award, which we will give out in a moment. That's the award for getting the most penalties in a race. I've coined that. It's mine. I would put a trademark on it, but it's not my name. And there's also lots of McMahons who would be pretty angry about that. But yeah, that's where I coined that from. And Alfie, he's just good fun to watch, as you might have noticed. So yeah, it's not that I've got a thing for Alfies. I guess it sort of just happens to be two Alfies and they're quite likeable people. Although I must say, there's a lot of McMahons in my life. Huh. Right. Who wins the McMahon Award? I think it's going to be Jake. Oh, actually, it might be Will. Who gets it? Might be Will. Of course it's Will. Will has won the McMahon Award. Congratulations. I'm sure you're thrilled. I'm sure you're just loving life right now. But, right, let's just go for the order again. 20 seconds. Blizzard from Aaron, Lambo, Casper, Calzo, Nick, Alfie, Ash, Zenki, Connor, Sparks, Louis, Onyx, Jacotex, Will, Lee, Lakitu, Francis, Amir, and Nolan, and that is your order, and that is the race now. I think these guys did say that they would be up for podium interviews. I'm not 100% sure, but we're going to try anyway. We're going to try anyway. I'll just give them a quick warning, actually. We'll invite them anyway and just see what to do. I want to talk to them about this because that was... Bleh. What did I say? You know what a race. What a race, man. I haven't been that hyped over a race in a long time for league racing. I've sort of had a time where I don't really like the game too much. That's my issue. But recently, you know what? Well done, Codemasters, and well done you lot. You've been good at the racing stuff. Right, I need to try and find these people. I can't find them. This is a problem. This is bad. This is bad. Right, hold on. This might take a while to invite people. Alright, well we've got Blizzard invited. Yay. What are we going on about here, Tom? I love Alphys. If I were gay, I wouldn't go on looks. I'd go on names. I like McMahon as a surname. Maybe I'd go on that. I'm getting weird. I'm sorry. This is the pre-post race interview banter from myself. Right, let's actually get some people, shall we? I don't think Blizzard's joining, but we'll invite Aaron and we will invite Lambo. Because they are the podium sitters. Get him in the party invite. And I think Lambo would want to talk to me. I think we have got a good friendly relationship. Or at least we bloody well should do. Alright, well that's the podium sitters invited. We'll give them a minute. If they join, they join. If they don't, they don't. So, how's life, people? Okay, do you know what? I'll get us 2 minutes. I don't know if that's Aaron saying he is going to join or not going to join or what. You know, this is actually on my bad. I sort of forgot to warn them before the race that I was going to try and do podium interviews. Because they suggested to me last week, they said, oh, Owen, where was the podium? Or not last week, back here. They said, oh, Owen, where's the podium interviews? I'm like, oh, I don't know, I forgot, I didn't know you wanted them. And here I am inviting the podium sitters and none of them showed up. You love to see it. You love to see it. You just love to see it. Right, we're gonna get this 1 more minute. Is Lambo gonna join? Okay, Lambo's not gonna join. We know he's not gonna join. So, it turns out we haven't got a friendly relationship anymore. I hate him. Alrighty, we have got one person in. We've got Blizzard.
Hello.
That was incredible. You just dominated that entire race. How much sweat did you do for that?
Well, not really. I don't know what it is with France, but it just clicks for me every time I drive it. So I didn't have to do much for it.
Do you know, that's actually one way to check. Is your voice on share, by the way? Just before people complain to me about it, is it on share?
Yes.
Good.
It never goes off share.
Good. You're smart. But now unfortunately you missed quite a good race behind. But yeah, you should really watch it back. It was something incredible there. But yeah, what are you thinking about your chances now? Because Louis just had a complete disaster class. I think he had 4 or 5 spins today. You must be feeling a bit more confident now going into the rest of the season.
Yeah, well, my aim was to be within 10 points of him after the first 3 races, but
I think you've done that.
now I'm leading.
Probably getting closer.
I'm leading now, I think. So,
yeah,
it's a lot better than I expected. So it should be a good end to the season for me.
I think it's Canada next. I'm going to just quickly check that. But if it is, how are you feeling about that then? Do you reckon you've got a chance there as well, or?
I think I can get top 3. Onyx is too fast around there for me to fight him.
Well, Onyx keeps bottling though. You might have a chance. You never know.
you just never around Canada.
He bottles around everywhere though. I mean, he's qualified last, and then when he doesn't qualify last, I don't think he still didn't score points. I don't think he's had a dreadful run. So you might actually have a chance there. Unfortunately though, I think you're the only bother to turn up for interviews. I gave people plenty of time. So thanks for that. Yeah, well done.
I feel lonely.
Yeah, cheers. Not lonely anymore. I think everyone's in the streams left as well. It's like 10 people here. Thanks to you for staying as well. But anyway, yeah, you should watch that race back. That was incredible. The race behind you was just insane. You'll love it. But I am going to end this stream off now. Thank you, Blizzard, for being the only one who bothered to show up for interviews. Probably my fault. I didn't warn you before the stream that I was going to do that. But you did suggest it to me, so it's your fault. Anyway, thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks Blizzard for joining, and well done on the win. And rest of you, safe travels.